All right, I wanted to go over a little bit about putting lighting fixtures into a reflected ceiling plan. We've talked about reflected ceiling plans a little bit, so if you have questions about ceilings and placing them, let me know, and I'll go over that again with you. I wanted to show you the two files, or the files that I'm going to give you that you're going to have access to. One is a zip file that I'm giving you that has some lighting fixtures and how you might download them, examples that we'll go over, an IES viewer that we'll look at, the Sandbox Lighting that I'm using here, and a PDF. So if I double click on this PDF and open this guy up, bring it over, basically it talks about putting in lights. You have some resources here to link to, some that I'm going to go over, and then the general process of what I'm going to do within this. Not super specific, but just give you a general overview of what I'm going to talk about. So basically we'll talk about placing and modifying light fixtures, how to download them, how to save them, how to view IES files, how to load them into the family, and how to place them. And this is just more of the process of like choosing a fixture, where you might get it. And actually that's incorrect. I'll see if I can get that. Should actually be BIM object. Oh, there it is. So I'm good. And then where you might save it, and then when you load it into the project, how that works. And really the main thing is hosting, which is super fun. We'll talk about that. And then we may get to grouping, or we may not. All right. So the main Revit file that I'm going to give you is this guy. It's the Sandbox Lighting, and if I go to my 3D view and we take a look at this guy, it's just a really simple box. It does have one window in it here. If I go in and turn off this roof really quickly, you'll see that I have two ceilings, a wall in the middle. This ceiling is actually an acoustic ceiling tile system, 2x2. This one is chipboard on metal stud. And if we go to our section and take a look at how these are placed, you'll see here's that chipboard on metal stud ceiling, and it's placed 15 feet above level 1. So the ceiling should be hosted on the level that they create the ceiling for, even though it's equal with a level 2. So just reference wise. And then this one is actually on level 2 at 8 feet. This one I took a little bit of leeway. I was thinking there might be a mezzanine in here or something, but again, typically this would actually still be associated with level 1, right? And then you would just move that guy up to accommodate whatever height you wanted, right, for that ceiling. So because it's going to call out the ceilings based on the distance from the level in which it's associated. All right, so that's pretty much what we've got. The only other thing, let me hide this ceiling really quickly, that we'll go over, is I put just a little ceiling below that as a cove light, right? So if you look in here, you see this little ceiling, and all it is the same ceiling as this one, but with a hole cut in the middle of it. So we'll talk about that as well.